I'm your boy, Further Fisto, and welcome back to a new episode of the Chill Zone. Welcome back to the episode of the Chill Zone. This is going to be a short one tonight, but I still wanted to do a live stream anyways, just so I can have one done. I figure I'd do one a little bit early tonight. So that's what I'm about to do. Now, as I'm waiting for fucking people to show up in my chat, the title of this video is simplistic, but it's also something that, wasn't really in the media until some of the more popular Twitter handles were fucking tweeting it out. I saw it before that went out, because I follow the game, because I played fucking Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition when it came to Xbox. I still haven't played 4 yet. And also I played a little bit of Age of Mythology, but I didn't really get into it, man. But that is going to be a strategy game that I do plan on getting into with my friend, hopefully sometime this year. I wanted to play it last year, but I just never had really any interest in playing a strategy game last year. I burned myself out of a lot of RPGs last year, for sure, because I played a shit ton, man, from fucking... Even, like, from Baldur's Gate 3 into the new year of 2024, dude, like, you know what I mean? And Persona 3 on top of that. It was fucking crazy, dude. But with that said, I am extremely happy, man, that fucking Age of Empires 2 and Age of Mythology is going over to the PS5. Really excited about that. I think that's fucking super sweet. Although it's really interesting, though, how this is actually in reverse order. Just because AOE 2, obviously, Definitive Edition, as far as on the Xbox side goes, console-wise, that came out in 2022 or 2023, I believe it was. Pretty sure it was 23. No, actually, I think it was at the ass end of 2022. And then me and my friend Faye played it fucking for a couple weeks straight. We enjoyed the hell out of it. And so on and so forth. But then last year, Age of Mythology fucking dropped last year. So it's interesting to see that this is coming out first on Xbox or on PlayStation, and then Age of Empires 2 is dropping in the springtime. So, but I guess it kind of makes sense due to the fact that it's coming out the same day as the new expansion's coming out in the spring. So that's probably why it was delayed. So that's going to be relatively interesting for sure. There's also a new expansion coming up for this one too as well, which is like an Asian themed fucking expansion, which actually looks pretty fucking cool from what I've seen from the trailer that got revealed today. Very, very interesting stuff there for sure. What up there, Stardust, dude? Although I just think it's hilarious that, you know, fucking that's another 2 fucking games going over to the PlayStation side, which I'm glad that they are, because both these 2 games are extremely well done strategy games and very, very, very well thought out when it came to you know, as far as the UI and controller design. It's definitely something that I think that a lot more developers should definitely look at. If they're going to plan on making a strategy game for consoles, they should look at Age of Mythology or / AOE 2, or even 4, for that matter, on Xbox, and see how it actually fucking plays via controller, because it's very, very well done. Very well done. Like, I never got myself confused or complicated with any of the actual commands or features that the controller would utilize as far as using some of the actual interface stuff. It's very, very simple, and you know, it doesn't take long to understand and learn the game at all, period. In fact, I would even go as far as to recommend, if somebody really wants to try out a strategy game, but they're not quite sure that it's their cup of tea, I highly recommend that you try fucking Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. It's a very, very good starting point to get you into a strategy game. And it's very, very easy to learn, and it doesn't take that long to learn the game at all. So I highly recommend that you definitely check it out. More likely, these games are also going to be going over to the Switch 2. Obviously, they just can't reveal them right now because of, under NDA until Nintendo says otherwise. You know how Nintendo is. But like I said, I'm really happy to see. What's up there on Competitive and Bad Latency? I'm really glad to see that both these 2 games are going over to PlayStation, because they definitely deserve to be played for sure, especially on the console side, because I feel, like I said, like hands down the best controller designed RTS strategy game I've played, period. Like, fucking, I would even say that it's better and controls better than even the Civilization games that we've gotten over the last couple of generations, man. Speaking of Civilization, that's one game that fucking I was planning on buying that shit like full price, but I mean, fucking haven't really heard a lot of favorable things with the seventh one, but I'm still gonna get it regardless. I'm just gonna snag it when it goes on sale. But yeah, fucking, because I always play every iteration of Civilization since 4 came out. So, and still to this day, 4 is still hands down the best Civilization game I've ever fucking played. Like, 4 will always be like the definitive Civilization. 5, for my money, is definitely the worst one. I mean, it was still enjoyable when I played it on PC, but it was nowhere near as good as the fourth one. Then the 6th one that came out, the one that fucking finally came out on PS4, Switch, and Xbox, that one is okay. Like, that one's good. Like, I played the shit out of it myself. Me and Faye played it for a while there not too long ago. And whatever you want to call it. But it's just, I don't know, man. It always just makes me wish that I was playing Civilization 4. Like, I would kill to see that get remastered and, with all the expansions and shit like that, and even come out with a newer one. Like, I think that's one game that definitely deserves it. Because, I mean, if Microsoft can do it with Age of Empires, and Age of Empires has always been part of the Xbox fucking, or at least, sorry, the Microsoft side of things, it makes sense for, for that stuff to come back. There's even other games and IPs, too, as well, that I wish Microsoft would either get back or make a deal with the company that owns it, like Square Enix owns Dungeon Siege. I would love to be able to see a remake or even a remaster of both the first 2 games, especially the second one. Definitely not the third one, and the third one is Obsidian's not their finest hour when it comes to people's properties. You know what I mean? Like, Obsidian shines with their own IPs. They just never really been that good with somebody else's. You know what I mean? Which kind of sucks. I mean, well, no, let me not say that too as well, because, I mean, before they were even known as Obsidian, back when a lot of those employees were working at Interplay, making Fallout games and shit, and whatever, and then when Black Isle Studios came into play, which eventually inevitably became Obsidian, fucking, like, Neverwinter Nights, that's based on an IP, so is fucking KOTOR, you know what I mean? Like, they made the sequel to KOTOR and shit like that, which was really, really good. But a lot of their stuff that they have done in the past that is IP-wise, that they don't actually, it's not their own shit, it's hit or miss with Obsidian. But every time when they do come out with something original, fucking, their writing is just fucking stellar, man. Like, and you know what I mean? And everything that I've seen coming out from people leaking shit from the review, like they were review copies of Avowed, is just fucking nutty for me, man. Like, that's one game I think a lot of people are going to ignore because of stupid fucking shit, which a lot of people tend to have already fucking forgotten already, which is hilarious. But there's still always those outsider people that always want to bring it up and bring it to attention. But again, more people are just starting to ignore that dumb shit. You know what I mean? That kind of crap like that. And I'm not going to ignore a game because of fucking something that people fucking have an issue with. Like, fuck off, man. Like, I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please myself. Pause on that. And switch to fucking, we'll have mouse controls, which would be superior for strategy games anyways. Yeah, well, we'll see how that fucking mouse even handles too as well. I mean, that shit could probably fucking feel pretty cool, or it can feel probably fucking awkward as fuck. But we'll see what happens there, man. But definitely, I would, like I said, I definitely recommend fucking Age of Empires fucking 2, man. Like, that game is extremely well done. And it's a very, very good game to get you to understand what kind of, like, how strategy games work and what they do, and easy controls, and couldn't ask for anything better than that. Plus, I mean, on top of that, you guys are finally getting some decent shit over there on the PlayStation side now, so that's even more of a bonus. Sure, you can throw all the fucking, Spider-Man 2 or whatever. I don't give a fuck about most of that shit, dude. Because if I did, I would be playing that shit right now on PS5. But I don't care. Do not give a fuck. I'll have to see what Civ players think before I buy, but I'll probably buy it eventually. Fucking 2, yeah. Yeah, it's one game I'll definitely wait for a sale, but I'll wait for, like, either a bundle to go on sale or whatever the case. I mean, like, I'm in no rush to play Civilization 7, even though I normally get really excited for those. But after playing fucking 6, man, and kind of being let down with that one, even though I waited for that one to come to fucking Xbox after the Switch got it for the first year, yeah, it really wasn't worth the wait for me that very much because fucking it was kind of a letdown. It was still good, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it for what it was, but like I said, like I'll always harken back to fucking to 4 to be like my go-to Civilization game. Because that game just, I don't know, it just feels proper. You know what I mean? Like that was like the golden crown of Civilization before Civilization kind of went more mainstream to a degree, if you want to call it that. No, you're not, Brad Nelson. Dude, I just literally started like 10 minutes ago, bro. You're fine, dude. But Nelson, I was just saying though, man, like fucking, if you've ever wanted to actually pick up a really, really good strategy game, but not have to worry about the controls fucking being encumbered or learning shit or being like, or having like a difficult learning curve, Age of Empires 2, when that comes out in the spring, or even Age of Mythology, dude, are perfect prime examples, man, of that strategy games don't need to be difficult in order to understand. And don't need to feel like it's cumbersome to play, even like, you know what I mean? Like the way fucking World's Edge designed, like it made the game work with the controller. They did such an incredible fucking job at making it feel less fucking encumbered, less annoying. You know what I mean? You don't have to fucking, like, once you learn it and it's really easy to fucking learn, like, dude, like, games become fucking relatively easy for you. You know what you're doing. You know what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really easy game to pick up and play for a strategy game. And I wish more developers would actually fucking take note of that. Because I think that's what also scares off a lot of people to ever want to try a strategy game, man. Because they feel that, oh, I need to have a mouse and keyboard for this. Oh, I need macros in order to be more efficient. And whatever the case may be, when in actuality, you fucking don't. You fucking don't. Strategy games can work on consoles. You know what I mean? Sure, they may have been very limited to what they could have done in past generations, of course, but you know, there has been prime examples of, you know, a lot of great strategy games out there that do work. And Age of Empires and Mythology happen to be one of them. So again, like I said, I'm glad to see that they are going over to other platforms because these games definitely deserve to be played. They're fucking good. They're good at what they do. They're very, very fun little games to pick up and play. And best of all, man, like you're getting yourself into a brand new genre that you never thought you would ever like or even enjoy. You know? It's like I tell people, man, you can doubt yourself if you've never touched a game or a strategy game or a game in a specific genre before, but you doubt yourself to the point that you know you're not going to like it. Chances are, if you actually gave a game in that genre, a right one, a chance, you would definitely change your mind about it, trust me. Like, thankfully for me, though, I'm one of those types of people, man, that I like games with a lot of complexity in it. Because I feel like complexity can add more enjoyment for me to make me have more fun with your game. Things that I want to keep an eye out for, you know what I mean? Things I'm looking for. You know, a little bit of the grind to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. I like a lot of complexity in my shit, which is why I hold Baldur's Gate 3 such a high standard when it comes to RPGs in general. I mean, that game literally is a fucking RPG fantasy, dude, that any RPG fan would want to pick up and play and love. Because it fucking checkboxes off everything. Don't like my strategy games to be too simplified. You know me. I love my complex systems. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing is, too, as well, Age of Empires and Mythology, dude, you can make the controls more complex if you so choose to go that route. But at the same time, the way the game is designed with the controller in mind for the console version of it, it's Oh, it's just a dog outside barking. It's relatively easy to like, you'll get it down to the point where like your complexity within the simplicity of the nature of the controls will make it feel like there's some complexity in there, because you'll start bookmarking armies and shit like that you build, and then you'll be switching to that fucking when you need to, you know what I mean, in order to keep your army alive or that kind of shit. But you can also like, you know, change all the controls around and not make it so simplified if you choose, if you wanted to go that route, or just play with mouse and keyboard too as well. It also makes you more comfortable too. Bandai Namco announces reshuffling of leadership in pursuit of new IP-driven midterm plan. Damn, and people say that I was crazy to ever fucking think that budgets were never going to be an issue. See, man, fucking, y'all should have fucking listened to me, man, when I've been talking about this shit for fucking a very, very long time. Because you guys need to think of it like from this perspective, right? Like, how is a company that is going to make you a game that's $200+ million to make, like, and you really expect everybody on your platform? Like, do you have any idea how big of a risk that is for any developer? You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about Sony's fucking first party. I'm talking about everybody. Like, there's not many companies out there that can make a humongous budget game. Like, everybody's not a rock star. Everyone's not a Mojang with an idea. You know what I mean? Or everyone can't be like fucking like Call of Duty because Call of Duty came around at the right exact moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's difficult for that shit. So a lot of these devs, man, fucking, they take these gambles. Y'all don't blink an eyelash at it, dude, and that's how these companies go under and shit. Because it outperforms. It doesn't perform to what they want. And these are the ones that are spending millions of fucking dollars to make these games. You know what I mean? But yet, even the ones that do succeed and do find an audience, dude, man, when you actually look and observe at what type of games these are, a lot of them, dude, are fucking generic, dude. But it's also the safety route that they have to take because they're guaranteed that people will buy it. But if it's a new IP, they ain't gonna fucking blink an eyelash at that shit, dude. Like, if you really pay attention to as well, more specifically when it comes to PlayStation this generation, dude, man, how many games have they actually came out on record that has been released from their own fucking first party offerings, dude, that has had a huge amount of success, man? Other than Spider-Man 2, it's been pretty fucking quiet in the PlayStation streets, has it not? I mean, what other games sold exceptionally well? We know that fucking Ratchet and Clank sold fucking 3.5 mil. We know that Returnal only sold fucking what, like $1 million, if that. Astrobot 1.5. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, like, how can you be the best console on the market when, A, you forced yourself to convince people to buy a $700 machine that, you know, that fucking people think that it's worth the investment when in actuality you're not literally making anything for it exclusive-wise. And on top of that, all you're doing is taking existing games and you're fucking pre-patching them or post-patching them to match fucking what the system has to offer. I mean, sure, is it a stable fucking and more efficient console? Abso-fucking-lutely. But is it worth the investment? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Because here's the thing. If you're going to tout that your console is the best console on the market for the last fucking 4.5 consecutive years before the Pro even dropped, then clearly that console did not live up to your expectations and you literally been lying to your fan base. Because ever since I got this fucking console, dude, it's been nothing but me peeling back layers of lies that I've heard for fucking years from that side of the audience, dude, for fucking years. And it's blows my fucking mind, dude. It's like, motherfucker, dude, like, You can't go on and praise something because a game fucking hits its frames while your other fucking competitor only loses like fucking what, 4 or 5 frames less than what the fucking PS5 had, which is not really that big of a noticeable difference. You know what I mean? And the way I've seen so many people, right, fucking make that whole entire argument, the fact that, oh yeah, PlayStation's a better console because we're running this part fucking here at 60 and you guys are running it at 55. Motherfucker, think about what the fuck you just said, dude. You're capping for a 5 frame loss. Fucking oof. Like, are you fucking serious? We're capping for a 5 frame loss? Bro, really? You're not even going to notice that. Like, I would understand if you're going from 60 to 45 or something like that. Yeah, you'll be able to notice that. But a 5 frame fucking difference is barely fucking noticeable, dude. What's up, BGL? How you doing, brother? Uncompetitive. PC runs GTA fucking 6 at 0 fucking frames per second. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right, dude. Figure I'd come on here for a little bit and like and fucking just chill and talk about some random shit. Oh, fuck, man. It just, I feel like there's no, I was talking to VGL there, Uncompetitive, dude. The console war is gone. There's no need for that anymore because you guys have already won. So I don't know why people are still hammering at home for Xbox when you guys are literally getting exactly what the fuck you guys wanted. You know, you said for years you wanted games for Microsoft to make games. They're giving that to you now. Y'all have no reason to cry and moan about it anymore. You guys won. You guys won. But here's the problem with that, though, right? Wishing to have Xbox to get out of the industry is the dumbest fucking thing you could possibly imagine without somebody coming in to take their place. Because if you have Sony, which they already are, the market leader, which they already are, you have one of the most arrogant companies on the market. Not saying that like fucking as a whole when it comes to the PlayStation side. I'm talking about if Sony has no competition, then they have nothing to fucking fight for. There's nothing worth fighting for when it comes to that platform. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's just one platform on the fucking market and you have no other fucking console to compete with it, then what the fuck are we doing? Damn, that sucks on competitive shit. Oh, you're essentially cheating. Oh, okay. I was making sure I was reading that right. Oh, shit. But man, it's like I don't understand like how so many people have a very hard time understanding that like this is going to be more beneficial for Xbox than Microsoft fucking having their fucking games be exclusive to one platform that nobody's buying. While also fucking keeping a core base audience within that ecosystem, myself included. And you know what's funny on competitive, man? If you go and you look at the 2018, right? The 2018. So from 2014 to 2018, which is a fucking 5-year period, because the systems fucking the PS4 and the Xbox fucking one came out in 2013. So you got 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. In 2018, here's a fun fact. If you go and you look at how many consoles the fucking PS5 and the Xbox Series have sold, And then you go to 2018 and you look at how many fucking Xbox Ones and PS4s were sold in the same time fucking period. You're going to notice something rather peculiar there, fucking people, man. Xbox had fucking 46 million in lock for Xbox One, whereas on the Xbox Series on consoles right now, they're at fucking 42. Or 32, sorry. Or no, it's not 40, it's fucking 32. I think it was like 36 or something like that for the fucking Xbox One. And then 76 for the PS fucking 4. Literally in the same time frame, dude. Their numbers are pretty much basically almost identical. A few million shy. And y'all are sitting there fucking wondering fucking if Microsoft's going anywhere. When they're literally fucking making the exact same fucking amount of sales almost as their fucking previous generation. I guess that's not a point to make fucking at all. Period, I guess. Whatever, man. I was talking to changing my old one, which worked fine, for the new one, which has never worked right. Oh yeah, new central heating system. Yeah. Because when I saw those numbers in the same time frame, dude, I was laughing. And I'm like, dude, this is how I know a lot of people don't pay attention to anything Xbox does. Because if you actually legitimately paid attention, so let's say during their highest peak point, right, which was the 360 era. Now, if that whole entire aspect of them recounting sales or recounting consoles was out the window, how much do you honestly think the Xbox 360 technically sold? Don't get me wrong, it's still their highest best-selling console they've ever actually done on the market, but it still doesn't put them in a position at a fucking third place. But let me ask you this, though. If you can tell me with a straight face what you think that number is, more likely you're probably looking at, well, this generation ended at 84 for them. Let's say 35 million of those fucking consoles were recounted. When you take that off the fucking board out of your 80 thing, what are you left with? Like 55, 56 around there, right? Microsoft usually ends a generation between fucking 45 to 55 million units sold. If they're already sitting close to what they had in the same time period as the Xbox One, maybe that 45 to 55 million isn't too far off now, is it? Now, it's interesting to note, too, as well, that's still quite a bit of people that went up and bought an Xbox, man, for a console that's apparently fucking dead. That's still fucking 40-plus million people that's fucking Microsoft has to serve. You know what I mean? There's still going to be a small audience there for it. Like, goddamn, dude. You just got to fucking look past all the shit and see the stuff that's in front of you, man. Things begin to look more fucking, to make more sense for you, man. It depends on their margins or if they sell at a loss. Microsoft has always sold at a loss, man. They've never turned a profit on any of their platforms. None of their consoles have ever made a profit. Or how many third-party games they sell through their Xbox marketplace as a royalty is how they recoup their profits over the generation. I mean, I think you're absolutely right on the whole entire royalty part, but like at the end of the day, fucking like it don't matter because everyone's getting their cut, right? Like Sony's taking a 40% cut of, or 30% cut of Xbox's fucking games that are being sold on PlayStation. Does that fucking piss off Microsoft to be like, fuck you, we're not releasing our shit anymore? Fuck no, dude. Fuck no. Because they know goddamn well they're going to make fucking sales, not only from the PC side, which has already happened already before this whole entire fucking narrative of Xbox going third party, but I'm talking about in the sense that fucking that there also is another market that they can also profit from. Make their money back in order to keep Game Pass fucking going fucking even longer. Because the thing is now, Game Pass is at a point where the whole entire year, or at least the first half a year, is already aligned with a lot of amazing fucking games coming down the pipe, man, including first-party shit. Like, this year is going to be the best year that Xbox has ever had, and this is also going to be the best year that Xbox has ever had with Game Pass. if people get PS5 when Xbox One fails, Call of Duty Ghosts over Resolution Gate and all the mid-generation Xbox PS4 migration cuts into royalties from 2014 to 2016, people may have switched to the PS4 Pro. Oh, God. I still see no reason to even own a fucking Pro, period. I mean, I get, oh, actually, let me not say that. I do understand why people want it, but I'm just glad that I'm not a hardware junkie, because that does fuck all for me, because when I care more about your software and your software fails me, your hardware ain't gonna fucking do shit for me. Because your game can have frame dips or whatever you want to call it, or fucking low ass resolutions, you know what I mean? But your gameplay can be fucking incredible. But it can also be the vice versa wise too as well. You could have frame dips, you could have fucking resolution issues, but your gameplay sucks shit. Therefore, your game as a whole sucks ass. People that tell me that fucking that gameplay is not the first thing people should be looking at, dude, never ever trust anything they say. Never listen to that person for advice. I'm sorry there, Dooley. This is not a pop shot at you, but I'm just saying in general, fucking that if anybody tells you that gameplay is not important anymore, you're full of fucking shit, because it goddamn well is. And it needs to be the first thing that you fucking look at. You're not looking at a game for its story from a fucking trailer perspective, man. Sure, you can see how it looks, but if you're judging a game based on how it looks over how it plays, bro, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it completely fucking wrong. Because if you want to see a prime example where gameplay fucking didn't match up to the quality of the graphics, look at what happened with Killzone 2's fucking shit. Fuck out of here, bro. That's cool if it supported high-res textures, but it doesn't do shit for me when it comes to the gameplay itself, when Call of Duty itself in general is generically fucking bad. I'm guilty of playing it, of course, but I mean, whatever. I can still admit to the fact that it's fucking dog shit. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll have to wait and see what happens going forward in the future, man. But, all right, I'm going to finish this smoke there, boys, and I'm going to get the fuck on out of here. Going for a little over a half hour. I didn't want to make this video too long, because I don't really got any topics, but wanted to at least make a video for you guys anyways. And celebrate the fact that 2 awesome fucking RTS games are going over to PlayStation. Well deserved. Well deserved. Modern Warfare fucking 20. Man, I played Modern Warfare 2019. Dude, man, that game was fucking balls, man. Like balls being washed in a goddamn fucking cup holder, man. Well, a goddamn saw blade grinds the shit out of my pubic hair. Oh, man. That we're talking about from a campaign standpoint on competitive, man, that I wouldn't know, but I'm going strictly based on the multiplayer, dude. That's all I played from that shit piece. But whatever. Whatever, man. It's all good, though. Nah, don't boo strategy game, Stardust, dude. Don't be like that, sir. Oh, man. Yeah, on the plus side though, on comp, man, if you do end up getting fucking Age of Mythology and shit like that, I'll definitely download it on PS5 and play it with Sick and the boys and shit. If they actually were to give that game a chance, oh fuck yeah, man, Canada ain't fucking coughing ourselves over to the States, dude, man. In fact, we're completely fucking shutting you guys the fuck out. Good. Oh, I didn't care for the multiplayer in that game, dude. The multiplayer in that game was ass trash. But, all right there, gentlemen. I'm going to bounce the fuck on out of here, man. I want to thank y'all for popping in, chilling with your boy tonight. I appreciate you. And, yeah, I will see you guys here on the next one, man. I'm out. Deuces.